Sherm Goldenberg here, RV Business, with what has become a kind of an annual rite of autumn.
We've done this for a few years.
Yes, with Tim Hyland, President, Wells Fargo CDF RV Group, based out of Chicago. We, RV Business, are based out of Elkhart, Indiana, as most everyone knows. And we're here at the Elkhart RV Open House to mark another year, to touch bases with a major wholesale lender, and kind of a benchmark of where we're at in your view.
Yeah.
Where are we at in your view, this industry, from your perspective?
Yeah, I think everybody would probably say we're doing pretty good. You know, you look at where we're at in 2017, you've got strong manufacturer growth in shipments at almost 14%. You look at that on the retail side, what kind of retail registrations we're seeing, and we're seeing that same kind of level of growth. So what that means from a portfolio perspective is you're seeing that dealers are maintaining their turn, right, over 2 times. And you look at the aging in the portfolio, and it's probably half of what it was prior to the downturn. So aging looks very good, which means the inventory is very clean at the dealer level.
It almost, not to be over exuberant about it, almost every road sign we could imagine, without overstating it, still is positive from your perspective for this industry?
Yeah, I mean, you can't look out too far, right? But if you look out at, the rest of 17 and into 2018, you look at things like GDP, you look at jobs, you look at interest rates, you look at inflation. GDP, actually, if you look all the way back to the downturn, right, coming out of the downturn, we've got about 8 years now where GDP runs about 2%, right? So it's not robust, GDP growth. It's not robust, but it's kind of clicking along at 2% plus. You look at our inflation level, it's been either at or below what the Fed's looking for, which is around 2%. In 2017, it'll probably be around 1.4%. You look at job growth, it's been doing fairly well enough to keep to keep unemployment low. It's at 4.4%. And you look at interest rates, and it's ticking up by 1/4 of a point at a time, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. So everything looks pretty good.
Beyond a point in time that many of us thought it would be.
Right. Like I said, we're at 8 years of this kind of growth.
Okay, so you're sitting on your couch an evening in your Hinsdale home, and you're reading the Wall Street Journal, and you're looking, like all of us, at what things could surprise us, or what signals you see that might not be all wonderful. We look personally at this softening of the auto industry. Not a plummet, but certainly a flattening and a softening somewhat. What should we make of these or any other signals?
Yeah, I think if you take all the signals as a whole, right, it's pointing to continued moderate growth into 2018. There's things we can't anticipate, right? There's a lot of volatility in the world right now, but if you look at the factors that you can pay attention to, it's pointing to, at least through 2018, that continued moderate growth. I think that's what we can support.
So take Kim Jong-un out of the factors,
right,
out of the picture, and other wild cards.
Yes.
Looks real good to you, huh?
Yeah, it looks very consistent and steady, just like we've seen for the last couple of years.
All right. Well, I think we've extracted the details from you that we really need to hear. Any comments on the open house and what you're seeing here before we close out?
Well, it's the first day of the open house, and I think we could start with, look at the weather. A week ago, it looked like we might have rain all week, so I think that's a real big positive. It looks like there's a good turnout, so looking forward to a great show.
Tim, thank you.
Yeah,
I
great to see
appreciate
you
it very
again.
much.
Thanks.
Pleasure. Same here.